AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit. The new X-Monster chassis combines the legendary power and durability of X-Max with even more strength, larger size, and new series of replica monster truck bodies. The new belted chevron pattern monster truck tires deliver outstanding traction, and this thing goes over 50 miles an hour. You can get your favorite truck body for a little bit extra and put it on this new Traxxas and unleash 30 plus volts of extreme power. These Traxxas RC cars are crazy. He's a exclusive dealer, Joe, down at Hobby Habit. Go check him out, Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it. I had the privilege to attend the Clell Carson Wrestling Hall of Fame induction. The Grande community showed up in support, filling, I say, over half the chairs in the building. There were 7 people being inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame Oregon chapter, and LeGrand filled over half the chairs. It was crazy. That shows a lot about the legacy that Clell has built and continues to build. And it was a good night. Good food, good people, and a good person that we were celebrating. It was homecoming and the Frontier Conference opener for EOU football this weekend, and things went very well. The Mounties beat ACU 26-6. They're now 2-3 overall, 1-0 in the Frontier Conference. LHS grad Brody McMillan had 15 carries for 98 yards and a touchdown in the victory. They head to Ashland this weekend for a big one against Southern. That kicks off at 1 o'clock on Saturday. EOU women's soccer beat Carroll on Thursday 3-1, but lost to Rocky on Saturday 5-1 to conclude their weekend Montana trip. They are 8-4-1 and 5-2 in the CCC. They host Tech and Southern on Friday and Saturday. They're unbeaten at home. These ladies haven't lost at home yet this year, and they look to extend that streak. Kickoff for both games is at 4 p.m. at Community Stadium. EOU men's soccer is still yet to lose this season. The men beat Carroll 3-2 on Thursday and tied Rocky 1-1 on Saturday. They are 8-0-4 and 5-0-2 in the CCC, which, I mean, this men's soccer team is the returning CCC tournament champions. Jesse went out and got some key players. They have arguably the best defender in the whole conference in Rene Prieto, and they might win this conference. They're looking really good. They host OIT and Southern this weekend as well, and those games kick off Friday and Saturday at 6. EOU volleyball went to Northwest and Evergreen this weekend and didn't lose a set to extend their record winning streak to 20 games. The Mounties have only lost 6 sets all season and sit alone atop the CCC with a 2-game lead. They play Corbin in Salem on Friday at 6 and Bushnell in Eugene on Saturday at 4. EOU cross country went to the LCC Invitational. The men finished 4th overall and were the highest placing NAIA school, while the women finished 6th. Riley Morris and Thomas Ogden were named the CCC Runners of the Week, as both of them finished as the NAIA top runners in their respective races. I'll have Thomas Ogden on the sports show sometime this week, maybe early next week. We'll see. I sat down with him and Kalia Hines, and those interviews will come out as soon as I can get them done. LHS football spoiled Baker's homecoming on Friday night, beating the Bulldogs 49-9 in Baker. It was a good game. A much better game as it comes to discipline, and not. The week before we had 8 false starts, and I don't know that we even had one on Friday night. And I asked one of the players, and I'm not going to say who. Like we were talking before the game, and I was like, what was with all the false starts last week? And they said there's probably not going to be as many tonight because we got punished for that. They ran a lot during the week. 8 false starts is a lot, and you that's just one of those discipline things where if you can't hear the quarterback, and that's not an excuse, watch the ball. It's that simple. LeGrand sits alone atop the GOL and goes to Turner to take on Cascade in a non-GOL game on Friday. Around the GOL, Ontario lost to the Dalles 31-14. Pendleton had a bye. In scores around the Valley, Imbler beat Elgin 38-36. Cove beat Pilot Rock 44-0. And Union beat Powder Valley 36-6. I'll have more about football and the schedules for Friday on Thursday. We'll put a canva out tomorrow with the game that we're doing this week over in Pendleton. And if you're interested in advertising, give us a message or an email, office@EO Live TV. You see the phone numbers on there too, you can call. We have, I think, one LeGrand home game left and a couple Pendleton and one Baker, I believe. LHS volleyball split in Seaside over the weekend, beating Warrenton and losing to Corbett. They host Baker at 6:30 on Thursday. In what, if it's anything like the last matchup, is going to be a heck of a game. They went over to Baker and went 5 sets. They were dominant in the in the third set, excuse me. And then they just kind of lost the momentum and ended up losing 3-2. But this should be a really good game on Thursday night. LHS boys soccer's on the road at Ontario today. That game kicks off at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And finally, the LHS girls soccer team will host Ontario tonight at 5 and celebrate their seniors. Get up to Community Stadium and support these girls as they make a run to win the GOL. And I have all 9 of the seniors' interviews coming out as soon as I can get those done too. I got a lot of interviews in the bank. I just got to get them put together. They don't just magically, it doesn't just go from camera to social media. So as soon as I get those put together, they'll be out as well. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it.